Okay, Coach. Well, in just a few short months, this place will be the epicenter of the sporting world when it hosts Super Bowl 54. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy. 53, check, 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 check. Ready.
Tannehill on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ballage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, exit.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. To try again after the sack, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Balaj. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Brean Body Calhoun. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guy.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And picked up by the Chargers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
Opposite. 5-9.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Balaj. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score, Chargers 7, Dolphins 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it with Balazs. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready? You ready? 55. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll run here with Balazs. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky. Here, 21.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Deon Cain, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
first catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Tannehill, and that is going to be incomplete. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series. And the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game. Dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder, the end of the second quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off, exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the 2 teams. And led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Alexander Madison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Toss play to Melange. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but
okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Take it at the 37. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
5-9. Good, good. 5-4, ready.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Breeze now on first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they liked it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Get it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 59. Watch the pass.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the scoreboard.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And he will find Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Demaryius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Kill, 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 kill. Double tight, guys, double tight.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. He'll have a first down past the 40. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 33 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down here inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Runs over him. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Extra point try good by Gano. Lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Ben Banigou in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so